Thank you for having me. It's great to see you all this evening. You know, I'm an everyday New Yorker. I have been in the same home for over 35 years, raised 4 children. I'm running for mayor because I want the city to be affordable for my own children. I want them to stay here. I don't want them going elsewhere to find some place to live. I want my grandchildren to feel safe when they get on the train and the bus. And right now they're not feeling that way all the time. So I'm running for mayor to be accountable to my children, just like I will be accountable to every child in the city of New York. I'm running to make our city safe and affordable. We need a change. New York is screaming for a change right now. So I don't come with any scandal. I don't come with any drama. I don't come with any corruption. But I do come with integrity and competency, and I look forward to being the next mayor of the city of New York. My district is District 28 in Southeast Queens. And for anybody that's from Queens, we're the world's borough. And we speak more languages in Queens than any place else on the planet, I believe. So in my district, we are very, very diverse. I have an education background, and I'm the former education chairperson for my community board. Education has always been a priority for me and always will be. I have taken my first entree to every school year and bringing in every school principal in for them to give me their wish list for each school. So in prioritizing our schools, I realize that our ELL students need prioritization as well, which I have given them as the council member of the district. I also realize that our students need to feel connected to themselves and their culture. And that's something that's very important to me. We have started building within the DOE culturally sensitive curriculum. So as mayor, I will continue to expand on the good work that I've done as the city council speaker, continue to prioritize education, particularly for our ELL students. That our educators have to take this seriously. And quite frankly, I don't believe that all of our educators take this seriously. When I was bullied as a child, I found one teacher that I could depend on to walk me from school in the afternoon, to walk me to within 3 blocks of where I lived. She was everything to me, but it should not have had to be that way. We should have more training, more culturally sensitive training for our students who are bullied, but our students need to understand that they are one as well, and that's the training that we're not giving our students, that they are all the same, and that yes, all of them can too be susceptible to the same bullying that they may be impacting on another student. Students have to realize that they do have more in common than they do what their differences may be, or what their differences may be perceived to be in their minds.
What would be your vision and policies to build a city where people feel safe every day? 2 minutes.
Great question. I released my public safety agenda about 3 weeks ago. And within the confines of that agenda, I included how important it is for community and police to work together. It shouldn't be either or. When I was growing up, we had community patrols around our neighborhoods. My parents rode in a car. They alternated block associations. I don't know, that's kind of outdated now, block associations, I don't know. But I think we need to get back to that, where neighborhoods and police actually partnered for the well-being of their neighborhoods. We need to have police officers that understand the neighborhoods that they're working in so that they can better partner within those neighborhoods. When we know who we are working with and who we are protecting, our antenna goes up. But more importantly than that, we need to make sure that everybody is on the same page. We have to have trust for the police department built into our communities. I don't think the trust is quite there, at least not in every community. I can speak for my own in Southeast Queens. We need to work on that. As mayor, I will prioritize building community trust along with good policing.
How are you planning on investing in the health of children and families across New York City amid these debilitating federal cuts?
Shirley, we are in one of the most trying times that our lives have ever seen, with this chaotic administration in Washington without care for our individuals, for our communities, for the systems that are in place right now. Look, I have spoken out against this administration a lot when we have a mayor that has been silent and has been using this as a buddy system instead. To no benefit of any of us in this room, I might say, but only to his own benefit. So as mayor, I will continue to defend our communities, particularly our immigrant communities. I have taken on Adrienne Adams to keep Donald Trump from bringing ICE onto Rikers Island, which, the person that's endorsed me more than ever, my mentor, Tish James, says, if Donald Trump gives you a problem, Adrienne, sue him. So that's exactly what I am doing as we speak right now. Judge Rosado did grant us a temporary restraining order yesterday. This morning, actually, we're very proud of that. So our immigrant communities will continue to be protected by me as your mayor, not one that will ever be silenced or cowering in a corner or kowtowing to this chaotic administration that right now is out of control and doesn't seem to care about any of us. We are in this together, unified, if we continue to stand up together as the strong New Yorkers that we are. We can beat Donald Trump at his own game. We don't have to fear him as long as we speak up and use our voices to protect each other from him.
The next question has to do with language accessibility. Many AAPI families rely on public benefits and city support for housing, healthcare, food security, and many other needs, yet they often encounter cultural and linguistic barriers. Language access is essential to our community's ability to equitably engage in city services, resources, and feel integrated within their communities. How do you think city systems should change in order to create a more language accessible New York City?
Yeah, thank you for that question. As Speaker of the City Council, I am so proud that we passed legislation to ensure that we have a language bank. Unheard of. Now we have one. We have a language bank, and we also have a language worker cooperative to take care of our languages. We know that this is an extreme barrier. So the City Council, which, by the way, is a majority of women, just saying, for the first time in the city this city's history, and the most diverse, which I think is so important also. So we are able to have a pulse on all of our diverse communities. So we in the City Council realize that language is a priority. We have taken on actually making sure that the language bank is in place. As mayor, I will make sure that funding is not just appropriate, but that we go above and beyond in ensuring that the funding stays and stays more than adequate for the language interpreter bank.
1 in 4, or 25% of AAPI New Yorkers live in poverty in our city. Among them, Bangladeshi and Pakistani immigrants have the highest poverty rates at 32% and 29%. This, of course, comes amid tariff increases, rising food costs, and loss of federal funding to food pantries, on top of this ever-growing housing crisis. You have strong ties to Queens. More than half
Yes.
of Asian immigrants live in Queens. What is your plan to address these different ranges of affordability for New Yorkers when it comes to both food and housing?
Yeah, thank you for that. All of us are feeling the pinch right now from inflation. I do grocery shopping myself, and I see the prices that are high. Some of these prices are unattainable, but not just the prices are high, but the things that we used to buy that were like extra sized, now are about this big. So even that we're totally, getting priced out of things that used to be whole meals and now a fraction of the meals that we had, say, 5-10 years ago. So as mayor, I will prioritize affordability. Like I said, I have children that I want to stay here. I want children that need to be here in the greatest city of the world, in the world. So with New York being on a less than affordability level, as mayor, it's going to be up to me to make sure that our lower income and middle income families are resourced, that we do have the proper resources, that I also partner with our state partners. We're going to need a mayor that can actually partner with the governor. There are some people in this race that might not be able to do that so well. But we're going to have a mayor that can work with our state to handle our Medicaid issues and our food issues and other issues as well. That relationship is already established between myself and the current governor, and I believe that we can together, city, state, and federal, I've got great relationships with our federal partners as well. We all have to work together to make sure that New Yorkers are not just okay, but that all New Yorkers are thriving.
A quick follow-up. What is your plan in terms of finding available locations for affordable housing?
Well, as City Council Speaker, I have championed the most pro-housing victory in a generation. So we already have in excess of 80,000 affordable housing that will go up over the next few years. An additional $5 billion was put in at my insistence, actually, to make sure that housing goes up in that when housing goes up in flood-prone areas like my own in Southeast Queens, that we actually can afford to build in the infrastructure. Some of that $5 billion will also go towards our residents who are in Mitchellama and NYCHA to make sure that we've got repairs done to those residents and to those homes so that they can thrive in dignity, so that we have an expansion of CityFEP's vouchers. The individuals that need those vouchers do not have to face eviction, the fear of eviction. As mayor, I will continue to expand on this great work that I've already started.